this grand water trine really is special, and it's lasting a while because of the planets that are involved. Saturn and Jupiter are traditionally the two slowest planets that can be seen with the naked eye, right? Jupiter takes 12 years to go completely around the zodiac. Saturn takes 27. We have a beautiful trine. It's a grand water trine, right? Which means that it creates, in the chart, it will create a big triangle from Saturn at 25 degrees of Pisces to Jupiter at 24 degrees of Cancer to Mars, who is now at 25 degrees of Scorpio. Now, Mercury is at 29 degrees of Scorpio and will soon be moving into Sag, where by the time it gets to, I think, 6 degrees, it will be going retrograde. So Mercury is done with the grand trine for now, but it will be moving backwards through the zodiac and reactivating this trine again. Now, right now, with Mars being a big factor in this ongoing grand water trine, we could be feeling an impetus to move, an impetus to change, an impetus to let go of something or cut something out of our life, perhaps. Now, this is very, very positive, all right? It might not feel very positive at first. This is something that also my astrologer and friend Dorje was saying, that, Mars is about severing and cutting. Mars being in one of its home signs, this having to do with the water, this might be an emotional release. A letting go of something that causes some sort of emotional heaviness, maybe, right? So there could be that. We'll see if that comes up. And yeah, with Mars and Saturn in a harmonious aspect together, I think this can cause really good momentum, right? Mars action usually wants to move pretty fast, okay? But Saturn's the one that's like, hold on, slow down. Sometimes Mars and Saturn together can be roadblocks, okay? If there are any roadblocks that happen, they're going to be for the best. Okay? If there's something that stops you from doing something that you think that you want to do, right now, with it being of the nature of Jupiter, I want you to realize that God is trying to get something out of your way. You need to get out of your own way, okay? This is a channel that's coming in right now, all right? Whatever God is stopping you from doing, whatever the universe is saying, no, this isn't for you, you need to listen, okay? On the other hand, if God or the universe is urging you to take action on something, okay? Now is a really good time to do it. Now is a really good time to build steady momentum, the snowball, all right? Cool. That's pretty cool. All right? So we have the power right now. We have the solidity of mind with Saturn. I don't know why I'm saying mind, but it is. It's this, Saturn is Father Time. He's been around. He's responsible. He moves deliberately, okay? So he can really, this young Arian, this young martial energy, this quick, hot, fiery, active element is being tempered, right? Tempered by Saturn and by Jupiter, okay? Jupiter does like to expand things, but it also casts a very benefic light on everything that it touches. I don't think we need one of these, honestly. I'm talking about the planets and the signs that we need to talk about anyway. So yeah, we have a grand water trine, okay? This is going to do a lot of different things for different people, depending on like the areas of life, what you got going on in your life. What we don't want to do is be worried about the transits. I see so many astrologers out there just talking shit, just bullshit, just making it like it's all clickbait, guys. Oh, this is gonna be the biggest transit ever. Like this is really nice. It's really positive energy that will cause a lot of change in our life and for the better. But it's all up to us what we do with each transit. Some things, of course, it is fated and it will bring things from the outside, right? But it's all up to us. Okay? Raven. We have Raven, number 16. I think that's about magic. What else? Is there any other animal medicine? Maybe we should just stick with Raven today. Is there any other animal medicine card? I think Lynx. We will read those at the end of the reading. What about we need a message from the fairy realm. Wow, I guess so. Taum the poet. This guy, that's very... We also have She of the Croc? What? Mickle-a-muckle. Okay. We have Mickle-a-muckle, She of the Croc, and we have Taom the Poet. Didn't mean to get 3, but we got 3. We will read those at the end. Let's do a little tarot. I'm going to try to keep this short, as per usual. Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad, and I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad Realm. What's the message we need to hear today? Hi, Emperors. It was on the bottom of the deck before. Messages for today, for my collective, my torchbearers. There is something else I wanted to remind you guys about the torchbearers. This is about us creating our reality, okay? Emperor, he's still there. Okay. I always got my eye on the Emperors. Big movement today, big movement. You know, with Jupiter and Mars in a trine, and then Mars trining Saturn, where there has been blocks and roadblocks, where there has been something stuck, maybe something stuck emotionally, because this is a grand water trine, maybe it's going to get unstuck today, right? So there might be something that gets stuck for your own good, or gets blocked for your own good, and there might be some sort of great liberation with Mars and Saturn, right? And Jupiter, whatever is beneficial to you, right? We need to stop being scared of the transits and start trying to manifest them as being the most positive. Sometimes they won't be, but it's all about how we react to it, right? How are we going to react to this? Whatever these archetypes are reflecting, okay? All right, what about the tarot? What do you guys... Brand water. The High Priestess. Very, very watery. Has a lot to do with our intuition. This is a stop on the path where we forget, you know, it's number 2 is the separation. Okay. It's about listening to your inner knowing, though. Okay. So someone's really tuning in. Someone's remembering that they do have all the secrets. I don't think that's supposed to come out. High Priestess. Okay. Anything else? Knight of Cups. More water here. Someone could be moving forward on their dreams. This is the dreamer. Okay. This is so dreamy. So dreamy so far. I also see the Magician. What's this about? They're really flying now. Justice. Interesting. We have the High Priestess and Justice. Someone could be coming forward with some truth, some clarity. The High Priestess could be someone that can represent a woman who's very intuitive. You know, just like the Empress represents a woman, could be the High Priestess. Let's get a little more. Who's this Knight of Cups? The scales are going to be balanced here. Something's going to get, it's like, yeah. Someone's going to get balanced out. There's the Emperor. I said, who is this Knight of Cups? He's the Emperor. Lovers. Emperor's acting like the Knight of Cups today. So for my divine masculines, there's the Lover. No, that's a star. Ooh. Hold on. So there's a very chivalrous Emperor out there. Someone who might be coming forward with some emotion, with some cup. Could be just like a date or something like this, right? But I don't know. It feels pretty big with the Emperor, the High Priestess, and Justice. Please clarify Justice. Please clarify Justice. Thank you. Something that someone's been blocking. There has been a stalemate. Please. Yeah. Oh, with the 2. Something that Justice is ultimately about seeing clearly. Justice is ultimately about waking up. I think someone's taking the blindfold off here. Something that has been veiled in secrecy is now becoming clear. Whether or not this Emperor is seeing something clearly about himself, or there's someone coming in with a cup, with like an apology or something to balance the scales, some sort of truth, some sort of justice, right? Something real, something good, something right. What is it? What's this Knight of Cups and this Emperor doing? Death. He's letting go. He's surrendering. There's an Emperor out there who is surrendering. What else? Big stuff. This is big stuff. This is a big grand water trine. Aw. Oh my god. 6 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. That's really sweet. Someone could be giving a gift. There could be an Emperor out there who is offering a gift, right? Sometimes we see like the little boy giving flowers to the little girl with the 6 of Cups. This is a card of giving and receiving, of exchange. It's a card of the lovers, right? It looks like someone's got a coin that they're wanting to give. I think it's this Emperor. This Emperor is coming. This really sweet. Who is this Emperor? Yeah, I mean, Six of Cups. It could be someone from the Emperor's past or someone that they feel like is a soulmate. Oh my god, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. There's the Empress. Emperor and the Empress. A cup of love and stability. It's like, yeah. There's an offer, something stable. A cup that I don't think is going to go dry. I think there's some sort of clarity coming in with the Seven of Cups here. That's really nice. The Hangman, you just have to wait. Anything else? Anything else I can say? I don't want to do this reading. Someone's really getting what they deserve now. This could be, okay, yeah, with Justice and then the Hangman, 11 and 12. Someone's taking accountability. That's what that feels like. Someone is taking accountability. Oh, and the Four of Wands. Okay, the Fool. Saw that earlier. It's the ultimate stability. Can't burn down a house with no walls. A house with no walls can't fall. You cannot have a tower moment when everything's out in the open. You cannot have a tower moment when nothing is held in. You cannot have a tower moment when you build your life on the things that light you up inside, the things that make you burn. Someone is seeing this clearly now. What does it mean? What does it mean to build on openness? You know, when you don't ask for what you need or what you want, either from yourself, like if you don't ask the universe, if you don't say to yourself, if you don't admit to yourself what you want and what you need to be happy, then that's going to create a tower moment, because you'll start building your life in a direction that eventually is going to wear you thin. That eventually is like, do you want a midlife crisis? Do you want a 3/4 life crisis where you realize you've been building a tower in the wrong direction because you haven't been giving yourself what you need? Think about what happens on your deathbed if you didn't go after what you really want, if you didn't allow yourself to see clearly, if you just avoided and hid yourself from the truth. This is what the Mars is about. This is what it is, guys. It might be a tower moment. Tower moments are always good. Whether or not this is getting you unstuck from a relationship, or it's getting you unstuck from an idea or a job, from building in the direction of something that you don't love and that you don't want. Stop working towards something that is not going to fulfill you. Okay? The readings can always be the same, and they can always be for everyone. All right? There's a surrendering here. Someone needs to stop holding on so tightly to something that is not really for them. A life, a job, a person, an idea. If it's heartbreak, let it be heartbreak. It's better than stalemate. At least if you get your heart broken, then you can move on. What's going to happen here? What's this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. The happily ever after, guys. Yeah, someone's letting go of a burden. Someone is surrendering something here. Something's been weighing on them. They need to let that down, or else it's just gonna, you know. Emperor and Empress, can we clarify them? King of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Aww. So the thing is with my torchbearers, you know, the reason why we all want to be the King and the Queen of Wands is because they're the true leaders. They're the ones who create, and we want to create our own reality here. This is how we do it. Ten of Pentacles. We don't get there by... It's time to come in from the cold. Someone's missing someone, too. It's time to come in from the cold and start going inside the church. When we realize that we have nothing to worry about. Temperance. We have nothing to worry about. We don't. We'll always be caught after death, after we surrender. That's what the message is here. Someone is surrendering. Someone's seeing clearly. They're letting go. And they're finding that they get caught, that they find temperance. It is sometimes the coming together of the Emperor and the Empress, right? 4 and 3 at the heart. Oh, he put it in this deck. Thank God. I love that. No, this is the glyph of the sun in the head, at the head of temperance. The purpose is realized. Purpose is realized here. Someone is realizing their purpose, and someone's coming together. It's going to be different for everyone, but it's really nice. Oh, someone needs to tell someone something. I think that's all I gotta say. Oh, there's one more. King and Queen of Swords. What about them? They've been unemotional. Emperor and this Empress have been unemotional. There's the Sun. And someone's been unsure about their decision making. But you know what? I think they're doing it now. They've both been hurt before so badly, you know, so that that's why they've been blocking. It could be both of them that have been blocking, right? Or it could be different it's going to be different for everyone. They surrender and they surrender. Someone's really listening to their intuition now. Someone's really doing the thing. The Star. All right, I gotta stop there. Have faith, guys. Have faith. All right, let's read the other cards. So Lynx is about secrets. It's the High Priestess with Lynx, guys. And that's the magic, too. It's the things that you've forgotten about yourself. It's also that there's things that have been hidden. There's a secret afloat. There is a secret. And I think someone's realizing the secrets of magic. I want to know what the secret is. Something needs to be revealed here. Well, the Empress. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Brother of Water again. That is the Knight of Cups and the Empress. So again, the Knight of Cups is going towards the Empress with something here. Probably with some sort of truth. With some sort of clarity. The Hierophant was flipped over. Ta'Om the Poet again. He's that one with like poetry and like erotic energy. We have Mickle a Muckle, card 49. And we have She of the Crow. Mickle a Muckle. Everyday blessings, play, and mixed blessings. This is the childlike joy. Welcome adventure in your life. Try something you've never done before. Okay, what about She? She, this is nurturing and fertility. There's an Empress here who's really nurturing, who's very much like the Queen of Cups. What I see here is the energy of being held lovingly in the palm of the hand of the great goddess, followed by a relaxed sigh of release. Yeah, the Empress. This is so nice. This is all about surrender, guys. Someone's surrendering to their Empress. She of the Crow may indicate a form of pregnancy, a necessary time of nurturing and development. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. When this person surrenders, whether or not it's masculine or feminine, you're going to notice, you're going to find that you're caught by the universe. If there's someone out there who's surrendering, if there's like an emperor who is surrendering to an empress, then he's going to find that she's really sweet, that she holds him. Okay. It's going to be scary for him. I feel like this is going to be something that's very hard for this emperor. They've been very cold. They've been very unemotional. But there's a lot of emotion there, actually. Let's read Ta'Om the Poet, 29. For quite a while, as I looked at Ta'Om's portrait, I really didn't have a clear idea of his character. He looked so serious, so pensive. This is someone who's been hiding their true character as well. So thoughtful. But that wasn't the energy I felt coming from him at all. He had me baffled and fooled. Then my son looked at him and noted, but he's wearing a mask. He's laughing at us. He likes to speed ahead of us, then stand inside a tree and watch us go by, thinking up mischief for us to fall into. Then he flows ahead like a river, much faster up over hills that lies in wait for us. That felt right, but Ta'Om looked at me with such wounded dignity that I almost got confused again. Then he started laughing and dashed off. I wondered some more about him. And one of the other fairies said, "He's a fine traveling companion if you have a taste for adventure. Bawdy songs, high flights of poetic fancy, and very, down-to-earth observations. Fine fella." Ta'Om's boundless curiosity leads him to some strange places, and he is quite happy to take us there with him. Ta'Om's wings, like ours, are neatly folded at his back and not readily visible. He is still learning to use them properly, and thinks he is better with them than he really is. He wants to encourage us to unfold our wings and doesn't hesitate to lead us head us into situations where we almost have to fly, metaphorically sometimes, in order to survive. When I was young, I think it was he who encouraged me to climb up lots of trees and high buildings I couldn't easily get down from. And I know it was he who encouraged my son to do similar things. He is very fond of children. Like him, they are usually willing to try anything. Taom has a poetic spirit, which involves much more than just the writing of rhymes. He is about being able to see things as they really are, and in that reality to recognize all beauty, even the beauty of necessity and difficulty. This is not an unthinking, reflexive, immature, everything is for the best attitude, but an understanding of the beauty of what we learn from joy and sorrow, from ease and hardship, from pain and pleasure. It's like what they always say, like, you know, the best artists are the ones that have been through the darkness. Everything is for the best attitude. Taom also wants to show us how silly it is to be so very solemn about life. He laughs at himself. He laughs at us. Sometimes he laughs so hard he gets cowslip wine up his nose, and then everyone else laughs at him. He doesn't mind that, as long as we are laughing. Taom is also the young apprentice shaman, barely beginning on the path, but with boundless interest in all things magical and mystical. He'll try anything, and encourage you to do so as well, but you might find it advisable to show a little more sense than he does sometimes. He plays the panpipes, but not very well. He also chases the dryads and has much more success at this. He has a lust for life, wine, females, and song. He claims he is born on the Blarney Stone, which I doubt, and consequently has wonderful gifts of words, which I don't doubt at all. He loves children, writers, and blithe, adventurous, uninhibited spirits. He is a storyteller with a great imagination and has the power to inspire others to action with his words. When Taom turns up in a reading, his presence suggests that youthful spirits and energies abound. This is time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to do, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have time or energy. It may even be time to write about them, but you probably need to do them first. Taom often shows up in readings for people who have a talent and inclination for writing, poetry, adventure, fantasy, or anything else. Possibly the only thing he ever gets very serious about is his writing, and he'll spend all the time he needs searching for just the right word. Speaking and writing with conviction and sincerity. Like, this is Taom. He's the dreamer. He's romantic. If you find yourself thinking about romance and deciding that you want more of it in your life, this doesn't necessarily mean looking for someone new. It might well involve putting some romantic fizz into a relationship that has become overly routine. Well, that's what that is about. Wow. Okay, this is really cute. This is that childlike energy that he has. I'm loving it. What a lovely reading, guys. There's commitment. Okay, I hope you guys have a really lovely day. It's gorgeous out there. Go do something fun. Write some poetry. Go after your dreams. Be chivalrous. Okay, love you. Bye.